We're live. Excellent. Good. We are back at Functional Life. Dr. Eric Pirrone, Functional Life. This is Ryan. Ryan's our new trainer coming on board. You might have known for the last installment of our Making a Great Trainer, which Ryan's turning into an awesome trainer. He's got all the right questions. That's how I know when you're going to be a great trainer. So we want to kind of pick up where we left off last time. Take a small step back. Last time we reviewed the FMS. It was the bridge between what I saw as a chiropractor and what Ryan had to see in here as a trainer. Again, as we see a patient come through who's not moving correctly, I want to make sure that if he's working out, he's moving correctly and things are working. And so what that handoff looked like, and we went over the FMS. We actually screened Ryan and we isolated down his right hip as being one of the primary areas he can focus on when it comes to his training. And so that was a good side on that one. We are also today going to step back a little bit and just kind of, I got some questions from my last viewers. And number one was, what do I really need to become a trainer? And that was a kind of a good question for me. Yeah. And we mentioned it last week a little bit about how Ryan was going on to become a NASM certified and NASM certified, which this guy is right here. You also have an ACE certification, which I got my ACE certification back in 1993, so a few moons ago. And then more recently, my last certification I actually took, even being a doctor, was my CrossFit certification in 2008. They were both important certifications because they qualified me in a realm of training as a trainer. Right. So that's basically what it did for us, was said trainer. So Ryan's right now is in that process. Right, with NASM?
Yep, sure.
So just give me an idea of how you found NASM, why'd you pick NASM?
You know, really, I had kind of just been observing different places that I either belonged to, you know, when I worked out, and just gyms that I frequented. Whether it was in, you know, my hometown or on vacations, I would always kind of look to see what the trainers, how they were certified, and I noticed that NASM was kept popping up, and I thought, you know, and I would talk to individuals. Hey, I see you have NASM certification. You know, tell me a little bit about that, and they would tell me a little bit about that. And really, for NASM, for me, being that I just finished a career in education, I was able to complete a lot of the modules. That's where I'm at now. I completed a lot of modules. Now it is spending time really kind of absorbing that knowledge, being able to apply that to individuals, and then you know, take that big test.
Yeah,
and get that piece of paper.
See that? Even teachers still take tests, guys.
Absolutely.
Always learning. All right,
and
so
we freak out when we take tests.
Absolutely. So really what it breaks down to is trainer needs that one piece of paper, because again, it establishes the lexicon between me and him. It says, hey, where's your bicep at? He knows a bicep. Or hey, where's the hip hinge? We're going to talk about today. Here's the hip hinge. So you want to learn the basic words so we can communicate back and forth. So if you're looking at it, NASM, ACE, 2 great certifications. There's a plethora of them out there. Just pick a quality one. So that's the science, guys. That's what you got to know when it comes down to the science level, the logic behind training, all that fun stuff. The second part is the art. So the art of training really is going to be accumulation between what your science has taught you, again, how to work out, and then really which pretty much is when you start working with clients is like how they responded. So again, if they you hurt somebody the first time by doing too much running, it's easy enough to do. You change up what you do. And then if you, you know, let's say you're doing yoga and you're doing headstands and someone gets hurt with their neck, well, you pull back from headstands a little bit with that client. So you always want to make sure you're switching it back and forth. But it's also a blend between what we call philosophy. So again, it's science, art, how you do it, and then a philosophy is actually what you accumulate over time. Now the two big distinctions I found personally since 1990, probably 1990s when I first started working out at a high level, was it was all about aesthetics back then. It was about looking better. It was about getting bigger biceps and bigger chests and bigger muscles. To the point where I actually got to step on stage a few times in that area, but I realized that about 27, 28, I wasn't moving really well. My shoulder bothered me, my back hurt, my knee hurt. It wasn't really fulfilling my model as a chiropractor, which was really I wanted to move well and look well. Yeah. So not just one or the other. And that's when the functional training really caught hold. Again, back to Greg Glassman, the CrossFit model. I think he put out in 2002, 2003, started posting up a workout which said, hey, you don't need a gym, just use your own body. Hey, you don't need fancy machines with cables. You need to do a barbell or a kettlebell. And it really blended with my philosophy chiropractically, which again, chiropractic for me is about moving better. It's about getting a person's spine back into alignment, a shoulder back in a good position, so all of a sudden they can go do their other things, like working out, and, play with the kids. And it was about bigger things by that time too for me. So our model is based on functionality, just so you know, that's the philosophical part. So as we work through some of these nuances, realizing I want you to look pretty, I want you to have a nice six pack and big arms, but I don't want the expense of not being able to move well. If you're waking up with back pain every single morning, even if you have abs, you're not going to do it for long. You're going to stop working out. It's going to be over from there for you guys. So again, that's the blend between, again, the science, got to get it, the art, and then the philosophy. So now here at Functional Life, what we do is we do what we call a couch to CrossFit. So basically, we really want to look for people that are coming through that, one, haven't worked out in a long time, we're a great fit. We're going to take you from couch all the way up to being fit. You don't have to do CrossFit, but you want to go out there and run a 5K, play with your grandkids, kids, whatever it's going to be. If you've worked out, say, in the past 6 months and just haven't gotten out of it, great mix for us. Because again, we're going to teach you kind of those pieces that are coming together when it makes fitness is sensible. So again, not just building bigger muscles. And the big one we get a lot of time is people get hurt. Again, joining up Orange Theory, CrossFit. There's an inherent risk when you increase intensity, and that's what those guys are known for. You bump those intensities way up high, and all of a sudden, oh, I can't feel my back anymore. And here's the deal, guys. Half the time, it's not going to be coming off that treadmill or off that rower where you feel it. It's going to be the next morning where you go to open up the window, and you're like, boom, I blew my back out. Well, trust me, it wasn't the window that blew your back out. It was all the repetitive stress over time, and not relaxing. Yeah, we're not being taught how to do it. Unfortunately, again, great trainers. Again, I can't speak highly enough of what I got out of CrossFit as far as their certification went. As a matter of fact, we're going to review a lot of what we learned there in a second. But again, it all needs to be stemmed from a model for you, your background, your tight right hip, your exercise expression. You built shoulders up. Can we get your calves moving? All that kind of stuff starts to equal in there, which is cool. So that's kind of the tech part for today, the logic part we're going to break into now today. The hip hinge, the push, the pull, the squat, twist, anti-twist, and core. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to kind of review today, just to kind of give you an idea about what we're doing as far as coaching-wise goes. And so we're going to move the camera over here a little bit. You got that? I got a camera person today. Look at that. We're getting professional, yo.
Full staff.
All right, so come on over this side. We'll go to coach's angle. So if you don't mind swinging over this way with me, and maybe Ryan's going to step right over there on that side. So keep going this way. Keep coming. I want to go straight down the bar so you can see my angles and how you coach and press. And probably come in a little bit. Is that about it right there? Excellent. Okay. So the first thing we'll learn is how to hip hinge. Okay, guys? So a hip hinge is when we actually hinge from the hip itself. So again, we have a knee hinge, we have ankle hinges, and we have hip hinges. So we're going to work on Ryan today on his hip hinge. Why is that relevant? Why is that functional? Think about every time you got to pick up your hamper at your house. How do you pick your hamper?
Right.
You hinge.
Right. Yep.
You bend through, you pick it up, you move it around. How do you pick your kids up? You hinge. Get them under their butt, stand them back up again. So it's a lot of that making those mechanics work. So we're going to work on that in here. So we're going to do a barbell first. Again, you can do everything. I'm going to grab this PVC real quick. For those of you at home, so I heard Ryan's got a lot of fans. Shout out to Ryan's fans.
Yeah.
They're posted on there. They actually, I think I heard one
Who is this guy that doesn't know anything?
They heard one comment that they actually did the FMS. Did you see that comment on there?
I did see that. I know that person.
Also, they did the FMS for me last week, and they said, whoa, I felt some differences. So we're going to go through that today. Again, you can use PVC. So again, this is 4 ounces, guys. It's very easy to do. This is a heavy bar. It's about 45 pounds. And it's got about 25 size, 95 pounds. Again, I'm confident what I can teach him today. He's not going to hurt himself. But if you want to, start with this guy. Okay, nice and easy on it. Good, excellent. There, we're good back there, camera person. All right, awesome. All right, so we're going to learn how to hinge from that hip. So the first thing first is getting set up. So whenever you approach an object, let's go back with this med ball. Woo! Okay, 20-pound med ball. All right. All right, so let's say it's a pumpkin at Thanksgiving. No, I'm not even close to it yet. That's not
there we go.
Yet, but I'm going to get over top of it. I'm going to hinge from my hips, and I'm going to lift straight up. So from the side angle, I'm going to first off get close to the object, hinge from my hip. My hip is going to go backwards. My knees stay relatively flexed. I'm then going to lower down and stand back up again. And then I can turn and move it and drop it back down over here. Saves my back. Versus selling it out, picking it up, and dropping it. All right. So first and foremost, when you lift up an object, you've got to get close to the object. So closer the better. Back here, no bueno. Back here, wherever we got to be. Hipping, hinging. So we're going to start with the barbell setup. So first and foremost, I'm going to have Ryan do one thing first. This is if you're lifting, okay? So if you're going to lift a barbell, I need to find out his proper foot position. So a little secret I learned was just to have Ryan jump in place. So go ahead and just hop in place. And that's his deadlift position. That's where he's going to set up when it comes down to how he's going to move that barbell off that ground. We call this a conventional deadlift. He was kind of setting up for a sumo.
Yeah, I was.
A little wider.
Yeah,
we're going to keep him nice and tight. Next thing we're going to do is bring him close to the bar, about 2 inches from the bar. So I'm going to actually have him 2 inches from there. He's then going to hinge forward, keeping his knees relatively slightly flexed but not bent. So we're going to keep him a little bit bent. He's going to bend forward, keeping his chest up as far as he can. Good, there you go. Good, he's already got this already. All right, hang tight right there. Good. So we got into a setup. When he bent forward to grab the bar, his shins came and touched the tip of the bar. You feel the bar on your shins?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That means the bar is close to his body. When he's lifted his 90 pounds, it's perfect. The next thing to do is take a slight stand and pull the teak out of the bar. Little pull. There it is. Will you hear it? Relax it. Relax it. Relax. Take it again. There it is.
Yeah.
Tink, tink. So it means he's engaged. Next thing to do is keep his head relatively straight this way. He's going to sight line about 4 or 5 feet in front. We call that a packed chin. This way we keep the spine in nice line, good curve. A little bit more up chest. There he goes. Now go ahead and stand up for me. How's that ready?
Good.
All right,
Yeah.
good. All right,
Yeah.
lower it down. Nice and same way you came up, same way you go down. Keeping that back nice and flexed. Head, he's old school. Keep tilting that head.
Sure.
Look down that way. Preserve that cervical spine. Pull. Good. Down. Good. Pull. And then down. That's a hip hinge. Good. Go ahead. Step out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'll do the same thing. So again, I'm going to find my stance. I'm midpoint on a bar, 2 inches from the bar. I hinge from my hip first. Grab the bar about 1 thumb's width from the knurl of the grip. Push it in. Chin is tight and retracted. Stand straight up. Lower straight down. Good. Nice easy movement. Same philosophy with the picking up a grocery bag. Same thing. Now hands outside. Boom. Pick them up. Hip hinged. Woo-hoo, and we'll put it in my groceries. Okay.
Yeah.
So super easy. That's a hip hinge. Number 1. Number 2. The squat. Okay. So we're not going to use a bar for a squat. We're going to go over the air squat. So just to give you a reason why we call these foundational or fundamental movements. These are things you're going to see every day in life. So good question for him. When do you think you squat? What kind of movements today will you do where you squat? What do you think? Put him on the spot.
Yeah, let's see. Whenever I got to say I'm going to use a squat movement, well, I'm going to use it probably some getting in and out of the car.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
I'm going to probably use some of that. You know, one of the things I've been doing since I'm a retired guy right now is working around our pool. I know that there are things like planters and things around the pool that I'm going to move. Yeah, those are...
How about this? How about going number 2? Not number 1. Number 1, you probably stand. Probably stand, right? All right, go to the bathroom. Look at he's blushing. He's blushing. Look at him. All right.
So find out I don't have a lot of covering.
So squats. So what do you do when you go into a toilet? You got to squat, man. So if your doctor ever says don't squat, you don't know squat. That's why he said don't squat. He doesn't know squat. So let's look at what a toilet assembly looks like. Hey, whoa, look at that. I got something that replicates a toilet, about the same height. So when I go to sit down and do my thing, the last thing I want to do is miss by coming down. But how many people can squat like that? All of a sudden their knees shoot out way in front. You got to sit back. Okay, I'm there. Good. Guess what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to squat and get up, man. And I can tell you right now, there's 2 times in life that you're in trouble. Okay. It's either when someone's got to move in with you, or you got to move out of your house, because these 2 things can't happen. You can't get off the toilet. You're going to need help. Problems, okay? You can't get off the ground. We're going to do a sit-up here in a little bit for core. You can't do a sit-up. Someone's going to move in with you, or you're going to move out. All right, so we're going to stand up from that squat position. So nice and easy on that. So we're going to use that actually as one of our guidance ones here. So again, I'm going to have Ryan actually stand at a kind of an oblique angle for this one. And I'm actually going to go a little higher, just to start. Because again, I'll show you how applicable this is at a beginner level. This is a high one.
That's a high.
That's a high one. So we're going to have him stand on the angle here with his feet shoulder width apart. Toes are slightly angled out, about 11 and 1 o'clock. Go ahead and sit up on that for me. Good. And he's going to start this movement by actually sitting back to that box. Boop. Sit. And stand. Sit. And stand. That's a beginning squat right there, guys. He's probably no more than about 1 to 2 inches of knee. He's doing a good job. Guess where his knees are staying? Back behind his toes, so he's not violating that plane we talked about originally. My knees shot forward. Stand up. Chest is up. Looks perfect. All right, hang tight there. Don't squat yet. I'm going to reset him up. A little lower.
I have to edit that video.
Good. End up. Good. He's, again, off the couch, off the chair. All those movements have come through. So these next 2, I'm going to have you do is just touch. Touch and stand. Don't sit. Touch, stand. Change them up a little bit. So knees are coming forward. Keep your hip back. Go and shoot back. And stand. Good, excellent. Do 2 more. Good. 1 more. Good. Ryan, you as well. Good, stay there. All right, listen. No rock back there, okay? Nothing back there anymore. So now what we're going to do is lower to about equal angles on our knees. We're going to shoot those hips back, come down, straight back up. Go ahead, angle back, drive him up. Good. I want him to angle his knees out a tiny bit more. Good. He's going to drive these knees out over top of that toe, that little toe. So he's pushing them out a little bit more, and hips come back to me. Good, excellent. Drive again. Good. 2 more. Ah, fantastic. Good. 1 more. And we worked this last time, I'll be honest, right? We worked a little bit. We cleaned up a little bit of stuff, but he's a fast learner, so it's good stuff. All right, that's your squat, guys. So now hang tight. So let's say he wants the front squat. Now he's going to take the bar about 1 thumb's width away and put it to a rack position. So hands over top. 1 thumb's width from his hips, bar up, elbows in tight. Let the arm relax right there. Go hips back, drive up, get a good squat. Good. Hips go back more. Keep those knees. There it is. Much better. Drive up. Front squat. Elbows higher. Good. Start a rack. Okay, keep that rack up. Good. Now we're going to do one of the harder ones we saw last week. High overhead squat for me. Hands out nice and wide on the pole. Keep going. Good. Elbows are turned up. Good. Lock them shoulders. Activate up a little bit. Squeeze them up. Boom. Go ahead and squat. Pull down through. All the way around. Good. 2 more. Good, one more. Great overhead squat, guys. Beautiful, excellent, congratulations, good squat. So there's two, boom, squat, hip hinge, nice and easy, nice and good. The next two are going to be push and pull, okay? Two integral movements that are, again, they're part of the whole concept of being a human that we start to miss. Hold on 1 second, let me see if this got locked up. Good, you good right there? Awesome. All right, so what we're going to work on now is how to properly pull and push. Now, it might seem simpler, like, oh, I just got to do a push-up. You know, let me just do a push-up. I can't tell you how many times I walk into a gym or a CrossFit box or anyone else, and I just see these god-awful, shoulder-breaking, chicken necking, rubber band belly push-ups, and I go, whoa, someone never taught them how to properly do it.
Right.
So we're not going to go through all that right now. We're going to talk about just where the shoulder placement has to be. And so the big part about being a human is that we're so comfortable being rolled. And if you watch those videos we talked about last week, everybody's either upper cross syndrome or their lower cross syndrome, meaning there's not enough muscles in the core so they can tuck underneath, no acetol syndrome, or they have the ass, and it's there, but they're rolled here. So again, we're going to work on matching those up a little bit. So I'm going to set up on Ryan. Again, first time going through it, so we're going to go straight from the angle in there, just so they can see.
Okay.
Grab one hand in each. He's going to do a full grip. Step back a little bit so there's retention or slack on there. Stupid buddy. All right, so the first thing first is going to take an athletic stance. He's going to do that by doing a soft packed knee and a tight hip. So he's actually standing like an athlete. The thought process for me is imagine like if you play football or if you play any martial arts, it's that ready position. You know that if you're standing there like this, you're going to get clobbered. Yeah. So it's an active position. So what he's going to do is allow himself to step back again from some slack down there. And as you step back, let your shoulder blades retract out. So that's that scapular retraction. There it is. He's rolled. There's that familiar. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Where's the beach?
I felt.
All right, we know which way the beach is. All right. So the first thing first is we're going to take the extension and put it back into his body. So we're actually going to have him do some thoracic extensions. Stand up tall. Bam! Look at that. Much better position. Okay, he's already ready to drive. The reason why he's ready is because he now got his shoulders lined up with his spine. That's important. So when you're here, this shoulder's angled away. So his angle, so relax it back for me. Relax his arms out. There you go. As he rolls his shoulders forward, this angle here, the glenoid angle, is now angled away. So it's this way. So he's going to impinge right here. How many people do you know when they do a push-up, they go, man, it hurt right here.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they're not starting in that retracted position. So get retracted. Squeeze. Good. Hold there for me. Good. There it is. Now he's going to accomplish that pull by then pulling towards him, but then sticking his chest up high to keep them shoulder blades back. Boom. Good. Let's tuck his chin back a tiny bit. There we go. Good. Soft knee. Good. All the way up. Good. And pull again. Good. Shoulders are retracted back and down. A little bit of trap recruitment. Again, first time through. Now it's perfect. Relax it for me. Good. So before you start to pull, I want you to think this part here out this way. So chest up. That's better. Okay. Shoulder blades are retracted back and down. Get these traps out of the way. Squeeze back. Good. And let it go. Good. Two more. Perfect pull. Every time he pulls now, it's a true pull versus flexion coming forward. So if I pull, you can actually see where if I was doing this and I let my shoulder come through, it's going to hit me right here. Okay, and that's going to wear that part of my shoulder out. So again, bicep curls, same thing. So when he's in his bicep curls, tricep extensions, same thing. Chest is going to be up. Perfect. That's a push, guys. The only other, it's a pull. The only other pull you would now do would be making noise. Let's go up top. So go ahead and do the pull down this way. So good. Little bend in those knees. Good. Shoulder retracted back. Pull towards your chest. Good. Then back up. Perfect. High pull. Okay? So when we pull in a horizontal, vertical, or a decline plane. So that would be almost like a high pull would be that plane. So we look at for pulling and pushing 3 planes. Again, he's in a somewhat vertical, kind of incline phase now. We can go higher if he wants to come up in here and kind of pull down. Or better yet, he jumps up and does a pull-up, guys. How many people pull up and your shoulders are rolled in? I can't do pull-ups. Well, of course you can't, because you took all the energy out of your body by disconnecting your core. What they call it a core to extremity fault. So we basically don't lock the core in. And by the way, here's how it works. Hands weakest, forearms the next weakest, arms the next weakest, the core's strongest. So the further we get out from these big muscles, these muscles get weaker and weaker. So you want to lock the big ones in, so allow it through. All right, so we're going to change this back up. Facebook Live, man.
Oh, I'm learning lots.
Good.
Oh, I'm learning lots.
And you'll get to it.
Oh, I'm learning lots.
Let's see if I can get this guy up here.
Want the box?
Yeah, I do need a box. I'm short.
I can't help you there.
I know, right?
Me too.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to improvise. It's kind of an old school movie, but I think it was Clint Eastwood. Heartbreak Ridge. And he's training his Marines up there. And he says, I want you to improvise.
Oh.
You got to improvise when you're in the military. All right, improvise. I was too short to get that down. I got the job done anyway. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to step around and have him go into a push position. Again, athletic stance, Shin, shoulders retracted back. He's driving through a stable platform, okay? So his knees are slightly bent, his hips are engaged, his abs and core are engaged, TBA is tight. He drives through, keep that head retracted. So he's not chicken necking, way out here, putting a lot of stress on that cervical spine, not chiropractically safe. Keep them shoulders back, drive, push through. Good. Jump in there for me. Good, chest up tall. Woo. That's it, man, good job. Slight pack in his knees, chest is tall. Retract that chin, keep that pressure up that cervical spine. Again, C5, man, it was comedy generated, wonder why. Good, push. Good, and drive back. That's good. Get stable. Good, good retracted position, go back. You can see his arms now lined up. He's driving off that solid platform. Boom, right through. Hits his chest, gets his tries to the top. Good, 2 more. 1 more. Good, easy pull. Good, horizontal plane. Good, relax that for me. Good, let's go down the lower. All right, good. The straps again. So we're going to drive upwards more of an incline press.
Yeah.
So again, yeah, step into a little bit. Not a big band guy, guys, but it's working for the best for today for demonstration purposes. Good solid base. Good, maybe lean forward a little bit. Try to bring your hips underneath you a little more. Try to stand up a little more straight. There you go. Keep this in the arms. Good, drive up. There we go. Boom. Back down. Good. Leaning forward a little bit. That's okay. Again, engage those cores. Keeps them solid. Drive straight up through that platform. Straight back down. Keeps that chin retracted. Good student. Quick. Good learner. Squeeze those glutes. Keep tight. Good. 1 more. There you go. Good. Excellent. So again, vertical. So you want to go decline. Reverse it around. Have him push down. It's a dip. Okay, guys? A dip is a decline press. Okay, so decline press is a dip. Pretty easy on that part. We're cranking. So twist, anti-twist. Okay? So now we're going to work with rotation. So one of the big problems I had when I had my CrossFit gyms, I owned 3 at one time, was the idea that there wasn't a lot of twisting in CrossFit. It was very linear. It was a very driving here and pulling here and kipping here, and there really wasn't a lot of rotational movements. Now, the human spine design, if you watched it move from a top-down perspective between the tailbone, the sacrum, and the occiput up top, as they move back and forth, because when you walk, your hips have to shimmy back and forth. It creates a helical or spinning pattern to movement. So we're innately built to more dissipate energy spinning-wise. That's why there's all these angles on muscles, and they're not like straight up and down muscles. So we got to include that component. So we're just going to do one today. We're going to do a, let's wrap this thing through. You know what, actually, let me see. Oh, that's going to be good for you. Good. All right, we're going to drop it down a little bit. Good. All right, so what we're going to do is a chop. Let's go through a little easy sequence. But you'll notice here, guys, the same cues I'm always going to work with Ryan on, same thing with you too, and he's going to work on, is getting solid in that core first. So again, you've got to get a solid base before you can express energy. Right. It's kind of like when you're throwing a baseball. You can throw here, it doesn't go far, but if you get that core in, whoo, you can start to whiz that thing around. So go ahead, you're going to grab that 2 hands. Good, there you go. He's going to get a solid base. He's going to have his arms, he's going to have his arms down by his side, just like so. Bring this hand down towards your pocket. We call this a D2 sword. So he's going to pull this out like he's pulling a saber. He's going to pull up and back down. Solid core. He's going to put, right? You got it. Yep. Feet are solid. This is almost like him on the golf course. You guys watched Jordan yesterday killing that.
Now he's going to talk golf, and I'm going to say I don't know about
it's
golf.
All good. I'm there. Good. This is in your pocket, so put it down there by your pocket, and we're going to bring it up high, looking up top, squeezing through on the abs. Go back down. Easy peasy rotational. Again, coming back through. Yeah, a little easy.
And following arm.
And follow through. Yeah, go it up. I'm going to squeeze down. A little harder for him, and then back down. Good. Back up again. Back down. 1 more. Back down. Good. Switch sides. Go ahead and spin around. Good. Same thing on that side. So again, he's getting a solid base, stabilizing the hips, putting that strap in his pocket. Okay, so he's pulling his sword. He's unsheathing that saber. Shoo, we watched Princess Bride the other day with the kids. Remember that classic Princess Bride? Great movie, man. As you wish. He's falling down the hill. Good. Excellent. Back up. Good. That's it, man. Good. Last couple. Good. It's got a little bit of rotation again. This is one of I don't nitpick on guys because listen, it's rotational. Getting that movement through again. This could be a medicine ball toss. It could be a battle rope. You could be pulling the battle ropes across his body. You can do a lot with that. All right, good. So that's twist. Now anti-twist. What the heck is an anti-twist, right? So an anti-twist is when we create a strength or an energy that makes your body want to turn. And these ropes right now make me want to turn. Right now I'm going, oh, it feels better going back this way. So we're going to simulate that by creating a little bit of tension, by pushing out using our arms, and then holding through, and push. Now when I push out and away, this band's getting harder. It wants to pull me in here, okay? You're not going to let it pull you, okay? You're going to lock your obliques in, you're going to lock your TVA, you're going to get there nice and strong. This is an anti-twist exercise. Move forward a little bit, a little pivot away, good. Get those arms center line, right where your chest would meet it, and drive straight out.
Oh yeah.
And then back in. Don't let it pull you. Push. Don't let it pull you. Feel it right there, man. Rock solid. Drive out. Don't let it pull you. Good. 3 more. Good. 1 more. I can't count either. Good. Switch sides.
Yeah.
Good. Last but not least, switch sides. Good. Solid away. He's going to drive straight out. Hold it there. He's going to feel that resistance. He's going to pull it in. This energy is right now go ahead out, pulling him this way. And he's like, I'm not going, man.
It is.
I ain't going.
I feel it.
Yeah, you got TRX for this. You got a lot of different things you can do on this side. You drive out, back, drive out, back. 1 more. Drive out, and back. And then last but not least, guys, the one major core exercise I love to do as a chiropractor is a plank. It's amazing to me how many people just aren't able to stabilize, even my higher end athletes that I have come through here, how weak they are on that psoas muscle. And it's really
all the years that I've been, you see that happening more and more. People are always doing a plank position.
Absolutely.
So much more.
So here's the deal. Okay. So I wash dishes. Okay. In my house, I do laundry. I don't help my
So
wife.
do I.
I don't help my wife.
I do both
I don't
of
help
those
anybody.
things.
I do my own thing. Okay. I'm not helping anybody. I do them. All right. So including brushing my teeth and all that stuff. So the big key with that was the idea that I always get back pain whenever I was doing something for more than 3 or 4 minutes when I was doing them. Like, so if I'm doing wash or if I'm doing dishes, I'd start feeling it back there, and I realized because I wasn't planking enough. Why does that? How does being on the ground relate to being standing up? It's all about core. Okay? It's all about creating that tension underneath. So when I brush my teeth, when I shaved today, when I did my dishes earlier this morning, I get close to the sink, stand tight, I squeeze my glutes, I retract my shoulders, and I keep everything nice and tight here. Everything's working right here, but I'm keeping my belly on and my butt tight the whole time. Because if I don't do that, I overextend. Or I slouch back, and I'm doing them, and trust me guys, you'll catch yourself doing it, you'll go, wait, butt tight, belly on, okay, now I can do my dishes. No more back pain, washing dishes, amazing. If I start training the plank, I start to get core tighter, I don't have to think about it anymore, it just turns on automatically, and I had no problem doing that. So do you need to do planks? If your back hurts, you definitely need to do planks if your back hurts. All right, so let's go down to the ground, good face that direction, there you go, I'm going to step over this way. Good, elbow planks are fine. For this one, I'm going to grab that pole, out of the way. Good, all the way back with your toes. Good. So the same thing, guys. Here he is. He's washing dishes, but he's on the ground. Okay. So here, scooch this way a little bit. Since I just found out my camera guy, my producer's like, shh, Dr. Oz, we have a problem.
Move it back.
Go on, Oz. All right. So he's going to squeeze his glutes like I instructed myself. He's going to keep his abs on tight. He's going to keep that head in a nice neutral position. Good. Like it there, coming through. Going to hold that position. Again, work 20 seconds, work 30 seconds, work 60 seconds, work 90 seconds. That's the maximum when you do about 90 seconds. If after 90 seconds you want to do 3 or 4 reps of this, or you can have somebody stand on you, which I saw a video this weekend. Somebody standing on them, and I put a thing on there. Like, that's core. I'm like, all right, you're hardcore. So he's doing good down there. He's getting keep tight in the glutes, keep tight in the abs. His thought process is kind of drawing that belly button in towards the spine and creating like a corset around his stomach and keeping that nice and tight. Head retracted, perfect position. Good. Take a breather. That's about 40, 50 seconds right there, Ryan. Good job, buddy. Good. Come on up. Do you have any pain when you do washing dishes or anything, or doing any of that kind of work?
You know, yeah. I mean, I think like a lot of people, I think one of the places we seem to kind of have a little pain every now and then is our for me it was lower back. So yeah, I started to kind of put plank into my workouts a little bit more.
Huge.
And,
Yep.
Yeah.
So that plank exercise is where you start, guys, because then some people, just so you know, getting a little geeky here, is some people are flexion dominant, where they're rolled in more this way, and some people are extension biased, where they're opened up more this way. And that's where it really comes down to like a reverse crunch, or do you do hyperextensions, like which way do you train your spine. That FMS stream we did, it showed us that. So
right.
the FMS said, hey, that person overextends. Well, I'm not going to write a whole lot of extension exercises without them stabilizing first, because they're going to want to hurt that low back.
Right.
Or if they're stuck here, the last thing you want to do, guys, if you look like this, which admit it, some of you guys sit for more than 40 hours a week do, don't do crunches. It's just your spine's already flexed, and you're going to keep on flexing. It's kind of that we call it the credit card. You kind of bend the credit card back and forth, and the credit card gets the white line there, and like, hey, look, the credit card's going to break. Well, what do you think your spine's doing all day? It's already bent, and now you're working it back and forth. So just hang tight with that. All right, that was a lot of info.
That was a
You
lot
did
of
good.
info.
So that was pretty much our foundation exercises. You have to get proficient at what we went over today. Again, we'll leave a little thing in the comments. Hip hinge, squat, push, pull, twist, anti-twist, core. They're your rock bottom. You say, that's what I got to get good at, then I can do Fran, which is a CrossFit workout. Then I can go run a 5K. Yep. And does it hurt your work with your 5K? Absolutely. Why? Because when you're running, the more core you have, you're good. If you get weak core, where do you end up? Right here. Back, knees, all core related. So
perfect. Sense.
Awesome work, man.
Very good.
Good having you around. It's good stuff. All right, thank you guys very much for live. We're probably going to be back next couple days, maybe next week. We'll see what happens. We're getting third installment, work it through. Have fun. See you.